Good morning, everyone. Axial position, and equatorial position. Axial position, equatorial position. Axial position means if this is a dipole, and this is the midpoint of dipole, if this is a dipole and this is the midpoint of dipole, a line passing through the midpoint, and parallel to this, a line passing through the midpoint and parallel, then it is called axial position. It is called axial position. Maybe this position, maybe this position at any point. This point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, they are taken as axial position. Whereas equatorial position means dipole. This is a dipole and this is the center of a dipole. A line which is perpendicular to the center of dipole. This is the position of equatorial position and previous axial position. Next, first long question, heading underline, derive an expression for electric field intensity due to a dipole derive an expression for electric field intensity due to a dipole on its axial position or axial position same as end on position. Derive an expression for electric field intensity due to a dipole on its axial position or end on position. Statement, write down all of you. Statement, let us consider an electric dipole. Let us consider an electric dipole consists of minus q and plus q charge, and a small distance of separation 2A in between them, and O is its center of dipole. O is its center of dipole. We wish to determine electric field intensity. We wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P on its axial position at a point P on its axial position which is at a distance r smaller, from the center of dipole, This is the statement. Let us consider an electric dipole consists of minus q and a plus q charge and a small distance of separation 2a in between them, and O is its center of dipole. We wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P on its axial position, which is at a distance smaller from the center of dipole. Next diagram. This is the statement. Next diagram. Suppose this is the dipole, minus q plus q, distance of separation 2a. This is the center of a dipole. Suppose this is A position, this is B position. Minus q at A, plus q at B. O is the center of dipole. Since this is 2A, therefore this is A and this is also A. Total 2A. Since this is midpoint, center of dipole, that's why OA equals to A, OB equals to A. And we wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P. Suppose this is the point P on its axial position. Suppose this is a point P on its axial position. We wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P on its axial position. This is the axial position, which is at a distance smaller from the center of dipole. This is the center of dipole. Distance in between P and center of dipole, this is R. That is, which is at a distance smaller from the center of dipole. This is the diagram. All of you write down and draw the diagram very carefully. diagram very carefully. Minus q, a, minus q, plus q, capital A, B, P, 2a, O, R. Now electric field intensity, write down, all of you, write down. Students, please write down. Now electric field intensity, now electric field intensity, now electric field, now electric field intensity due to plus q charge, due to plus q charge B. Now electric field intensity, now electric field intensity at P, at point P. Now electric field intensity at P due to plus q charge B. Formula, suppose this is E1, suppose this is E1, that is in vector form 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, value of r square. This is r, very carefully look at this, this is r, this is a, therefore this length b, this length b r, this length b a, therefore this length b r minus a, that is r minus a whole square, r minus a whole square along direction, along BP, along BP. Now electric field intensity at point P due to plus q charge B, E1 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. This is r, this is a, therefore this is r minus a. Formula is generally E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. This is the formula for electric field intensity. Electric field intensity. Therefore, we can write E1 equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus a whole square along PB. Along PB. Similarly, electric field intensity. Similarly, electric field intensity at P due to minus q charge. Similarly, electric field intensity at point P due to minus q charge. In a above expression, electric field intensity at point P due to plus q. Similarly, electric field intensity at point P due to minus q, due to minus q charge B. Suppose this is E2. Suppose this is E2. E2 equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by, this is A. This is A. Very carefully look at this. This is A. This is R. Therefore, this is R plus A. This value is R minus A. This is R minus A. Whereas this is R plus A. Total R plus A. Therefore, R plus A whole square along PA, direction. Electric field direction of electric field is always positive to negative. Electric dipole direction electric dipole moment, direction of electric dipole moment always negative to positive, whereas in case of electric field intensity, direction is always positive to negative, positive to negative. Since we determine electric field intensity at point P, therefore we place a test charge at this point. Since we wish to determine electric field intensity at point P, therefore we should place a test charge at that point. Therefore this is positive and this is negative. Therefore similarly electric field intensity at point P due to minus Q charge, therefore direction should be positive to negative due to this charge. Whereas in case of plus Q, direction is along BP. Why BP? Now this is positive and this is also positive. But in case of here, Q is greater than Q naught. Because test charge positive, that is very small value. Small positive charge. Therefore, direction is along BP. This magnitude is more, this magnitude is less. Therefore, direction is along BP, whereas along PA. Now, you clearly see, all of you will clearly see, in case of plus Q, direction is along BP. Whereas in case of minus Q, electric field, direction of electric field along PA. Therefore, as a result, you can clearly see electric field are in opposite direction. In this case, electric field direction towards right, whereas in this case, second case, due to minus Q, direction of electric field is towards left, towards right, towards left. Therefore, net electric field intensity, net electric field intensity will be equals to U1 minus E2. U1 minus E2. How? Since direction of E1 is towards right, whereas the direction of E2 is towards left. That is, angle is 180 degree. Another point of view, briefly understand. That is, here E1 E2 angle is in between E1 and E2 angle is 180 degree, because in case of E1 direction is towards right, anti-parallel towards right, whereas in case of E2 direction is towards left. That's why the angle in between E1 and E2 is 180 degree. We know in class 11 in vector form E1 E2 resultant E equals to E1 square plus E2 square plus 2E1 E2 cos theta the square root. This is the formula, general formula. That is E equals to, since in class 11 A is a vector, B is a vector, the resultant vector R equals to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta square root for finding magnitude. Similarly, in this case, if E1 is a vector, E2 is a vector, angle is 180 degree, then we can write E equals to E1 square plus E2 square plus 2E1 E2 cos theta square root. That is E1 square plus E2 square. Here theta equals to 180 degree. Since are in opposite, here theta equals to 180 degree. Cos 180, value of cos 180 is minus 1. Value of cos 180, since since theta equals to 180 degree and cos 180 equals to -1, therefore this expression becomes e1 square plus e2 square cos 180 -1, therefore this is minus 2 e1 e2 square root. Now a formula we get a square plus b square minus 2ab, e1 square plus e2 square. Formula is compare a square plus b square minus 2ab, that is a minus b whole square. Similarly here e1 square plus e2 square minus 2 e1 e2, that is the formula e1 minus e2 whole square root, that is answer is e1 minus e2, and exact here also e1 minus e2. How we get e1 minus e2? Now putting different values in place of e1, put e1 values, in place of e2, put e2 value and solve it. Next step. Now we start for solving. That implies we can write E equals to E1 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus A whole square minus E2 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R plus A whole square. Now putting Q1 and Q2, values of Q1 and Q2 in their proper places. In place of E1, put value of E1. In place of E2, put value of E2. Then solve. That implies E equals to taking as common on both. Taking as common on both term. Taking as common on both term. That is, in both term, Q is same and 1 by 4 pi epsilon is same. Therefore, we taken as common part Q by 4 pi epsilon naught outside and 1 by R minus A whole square minus 1 by R plus A whole square. Then direction, finally direction is along BP. Along BP in vector form. That implies Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and here LCM is R minus A whole square, R plus A whole square, R minus A whole square whole into R plus A whole square. Therefore, we can write R plus A whole square minus R minus A whole square along BP. We not repeated this term. You can write repeated. Direction in vector. If R mark absent, this is absent. If R mark present, then this is present. Be carefully. If in vector form arrow is present, then this term is attached. If only magnitude E, then this is not necessary. Then that implies in vector form Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is formula A plus B whole square minus A minus B whole square. A plus B whole square minus A minus B whole square. Formula is 4AB. 4AB. Therefore, we can write 4AB. 4AB divided by, this is the formula A plus B, A minus B whole square. That is A plus B, A minus B whole square along BP. along BP. Next step, that implies E equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Arrangement R 2A 2R 4RA. Arranging 2R is a part, 2A is another part. Divided by A plus B, A minus B. A plus B, A minus B. A square minus B square. A square minus B square. Full square along BP. Along BP. Next step we can write that implies E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, arranging Q into 2A. This is Q into 2A. Q into 2A, one part. The remaining part of 2R, arrange 2R divided by denominator R square minus A square whole square along PP. Along PP. Next, we know electric dipole moment. In previous class, P equals to Q into 2A. In previous class, already we taught that is P equals to Q into 2A. Electric dipole moment P equals to product of charge into distance. That means in place of Q under 2A, in place of Q into 2A, we can write P, because Q into 2A always equals to electric dipole moment. That's why this expression becomes E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. In this place, P into 2R divided by R square minus A square whole square along PB. Along PB. Next, a necessary condition, write down star mark here. If R is very greater than A, look at this diagram. If this distance is R, OP distance is R. If R is very greater than A, if R is very greater than A, then A square term is neglected. A square term is neglected. If in between two numbers, if one number is very greater than second number, then second number is neglected. As a result, therefore second number is neglected. Therefore this expression becomes, this term is neglected. A square term is neglected. Therefore this expression becomes E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P into 2R divided by R square. This term is neglected. Therefore R square along BP. Then we can write E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 to PR divided by R fourth along BP. R fourth cancel. R fourth cancel. Power is 3. Therefore last line. Therefore electric field intensity at point P due to dipole E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught R cancel to P by RQ along BP along BP. This is the required expression. Last line. This is the required expression for last line. This is the required expression for last line. This is the required expression for electric field intensity. This is the required expression for electric field intensity. This is the required expression for electric field intensity. This is the required expression for electric field intensity due to a dipole on its axial position. On its axial position. Next, long question number 2. Second question goes to second question. Next, we goes to second question. Equatorial position. Heading. Second, derive an expression for heading. Derive an expression for electric field intensity. Derive an expression for electric field intensity. Derive an expression for electric field intensity due to a dipole on its equatorial position. On its equatorial or broad-on position. In previous axial position or end-on position. In previous axial position or end-on position. But here this is equatorial position or broad-on position. Now starts. In first case, similarly in first case, statement, write down statement. Let us consider an electric dipole. Let us consider an electric dipole consists of. Let us consider an electric dipole consists of minus q and a plus q charge having a small distance of separation. Having a small distance of separation. Having a small distance of separation. Having a small distance of separation to a. Having a small distance of separation to a. In between them and O is its center of dipole. O is its center of dipole O is its center of a dipole. O is its center of a dipole. We wish to determine. We wish to determine. We wish to determine electric field intensity. We wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P. At a point P. We wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P on its equatorial position. On its equatorial position. On its equatorial position at a distance. Similarly, for a smaller from the center of dipole. From the center of dipole. Again repeat it, check it. Let us consider an electric dipole consists of -q and +q charge having a small distance of separation 2a in between them, in between two charges, that is 2a, and O is its center of dipole. We wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P on its equatorial position at a distance smaller from the center of dipole. Next diagram. For equatorial position. Suppose this is dipole. This is electric dipole having a distance of separation assuming 2a. We already take up this expression. Then suppose this is the center of dipole O. This is the center of dipole. We wish to determine electric field intensity at point P on its equatorial position, that is perpendicular. That is perpendicular at a distance smaller. Again check it, your expression and a diagram. Suppose -q and +q, dipole, distance of separation 2a, O is center of a dipole. Since this is 2a and O is center, therefore this length is a and this length is a. We wish to determine we wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P. We wish to determine electric field intensity at a point P due to the dipole at a distance smaller from the center of a dipole. This is the center of a dipole. From the center of a dipole, the distance in between O to P, suppose this is R. Then this is perpendicular and this length is A, this length is R. Therefore, this is hypotenuse, right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle, this is a right angle triangle. This right angle triangle, this length B, R square plus A square root. In this case also, suppose this is A and suppose B. Suppose this is A and this is B. Therefore, length of PB be R square plus A square root, and also length of PA R square plus A square root. Pythagoras theorem. This is the diagram. Now we can write. Now electric field intensity. Now electric field intensity. Now electric field intensity at point P. At point P, due to plus Q charge. Due to plus Q charge. This is plus and this is also, since in this point we calculate electric field intensity, we place it as such, but we know Q is greater than Q naught. Therefore, direction of electric field is towards this. This is the direction of electric field intensity at a point P due to plus Q. Due to plus Q. Plus to plus. Here this is plus, this is plus. But this magnitude, this strength is maximum greater than this. That means here Q is greater than, but here Q is greater than Q naught. Therefore, direction of electric field towards this. Direction of U1 towards this. Therefore, now electric field intensity at a point P due to Q B. Suppose this is U1. Suppose this is U1. Therefore, we can write 1 by epsilon naught Q by R square. Q by R square. R square plus A square root square R square. Formula is E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Similarly, in this case, E1 equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square along BP. Suppose in this diagram mention this angle is theta. Suppose this angle is theta. This is direction of E1. Similarly, electric field intensity. At point P due to minus QB, due to minus Q charge B. Suppose this is E2. Suppose this is E2. E2 equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square along direction is PA. This is direction of U1 and this is direction of E2. This is direction of E2. Direction of E1 towards this, direction of E2 towards this. Resultant, this is E, net electric field intensity, direction of E. Since this is theta, this is also theta. Since this angle is theta and this line is parallel to this, these two lines are parallel and this is transversal, this angle equals to this angle. Alternate interior angles in mathematics. These two lines are parallel, these two lines are parallel and this is transversal, then we can write this angle equals to this angle, reaching alternate interior angles. Therefore, this angle is theta, this is also theta. Similarly, another point of view, if these two lines are parallel, these two lines are parallel and this is transversal, these two lines are parallel and this is transversal, this angle equals to this angle. Region is corresponding angles are equal. This angle equals to this angle. Corresponding angles are same. Corresponding angles are same. Therefore, this is theta, this is also theta. Since this is theta, this is also theta. Because this is this angle is theta, this angle is theta. Then now you can write, but here U1 vector magnitude, but here U1 vector magnitude equals to E2 vector magnitude. You already clearly see E1 magnitude same as E2 magnitude equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square plus A square. Square root square, that is this. Now, resultant will be, this is theta. Look at this figure very carefully. This angle is theta and this angle is theta. Therefore, total angle is 2 theta. Total angle is 2 theta. Look at this diagram very carefully. This angle is theta and this is theta. Therefore, total angle is 2 theta. Direction of U1, direction of E2, angle between them is 2 theta. Therefore, E vector, according to vector laws, we can write now resultant of electric field intensity. Now resultant of electric field intensity. Now resultant of electric field intensity will be E equals to E1 square plus E2 square plus 2E1 E2 cos 2 theta rho square, because here angle is 2 theta. In between two vectors, E1 is a vector, E2 is a vector. This is the direction of E1, this is the direction of E2, and in between E1 and E2 angle is 2 theta. Therefore, the resultant electric field intensity will be, according to formula, E equals to E1 square plus E2 square plus 2E1 E2 cos theta. In place of theta, we can write 2 theta rho whole square root. Now solve. Now we solve one by one step. That implies E equals to, we can write E1 square plus, in previous statement we can write E1 equals to E2. In previous, you can see E1 magnitude equals to E2 magnitude. Therefore, we can write in place of E1 in place of E2. E1 in terms of E1, we express this expression in terms of U1, otherwise E2. Okay, all of you understand only this statement, that is, since E1 magnitude of E1 equals to magnitude of E2, therefore we can write in place of E1, E2, 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 so on, or E1, 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 so on. That is, we can express it in terms of E1 or in terms of E2, not both, either E1 or E2. Therefore, suppose we express it in terms of U1. Suppose we expressed it in terms of U1, then we can write in place of put E2, in place of E2, we put U1. Therefore, this is U1 square, this is U1 square plus 2 E1 cos 2 theta rho square root. The reason is since mention this region, you understand? Mention this region in this side, you already understand. That implies E equals to E1 square plus E1 square, that is 2 E1 square plus 2 E1 square cos 2 theta rho square root. Then that implies E equals to, this is a term, in both term taking as common 2E1, square, that is 1 plus cos 2 theta rho square root. In both term 2E1 square taking as common outside, here 1, here cos 2 theta. We know in mathematics cos 2 theta equals to 2 cos square theta minus 1. In mathematics, there is a formula for cos 2a. That is cos 2 theta equals to 2 cos square theta minus 1. Therefore, 1 plus cos 2 theta equals to 2 cos square theta. Minus 1 taking as left side, that is minus is plus, 1 plus cos 2 theta equals to 2 cos square theta. That means in place of 1 plus cos 2 theta, we can write 2 cos square theta. That means we can write 2 cos square theta in place of 1 plus cos 2 theta. Therefore, this expression becomes E equals to 2E1 square. In this place, we can write 2 cos square theta rho square root. 2 cos square theta rho square root. That implies E equals to 2 into 2, 4 E1 square cos square theta rho square root. That implies E equals to 4 square root 2 E1 square root E1 cos square theta square root. That is 4 square root 2 E1 square root E1 cos square root cos theta. Now putting the values of E1 and cos theta in their proper places. That is, next step we can write, that implies E equals to 2, in place of U1 we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. This is R square. This is r square. That means r square plus a square. R square plus a square. Value of E1. This is value of E1. Then another term into cos theta. Into cos theta. We can write from this figure. This is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. And this is also a right angle triangle. Any one triangle you can take. Suppose this is a right angle triangle. This angle is theta. Then we can write cos theta equals to b by x. From this right angle triangle, we can write cos theta equals to base by hypotenuse. Base is for b. Base is a by, we can write a by r square plus a square square root. Cos theta formula is cos theta equals to b by x equals to a by r square plus a square square root. Therefore, in terms of cos theta, we can write this value. In place of cos theta, we can write this value. That is a by r square plus a square square root. Now, arranging E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into 2a. Arranging because in this place q, in this place 2a, q into 2a divided by power is r square plus a square. Power is 1. Power is 1 by 2. For multiplication, power is added. Therefore, r square plus a square power is 3 by 2. Power is 3 by 2. Therefore, we can write. Therefore, we can write that implies E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into 2a electric dipole moment, that is P. In terms of q into 2a, we can write P 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by r square plus a square power is 3 by 2. There is a necessary condition also here, and the necessary condition is that if r is very greater than a in previous, if r is very greater than a, then a square term is neglected. If r is very greater than a, then a square term is neglected. Therefore, above expression becomes becomes E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by a square term is neglected. Therefore, this is r cube in vector form, that is E vector equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E vector by r cube. This is the required expression for last line. All of you write. This is the required expression for electric field intensity. This is the required expression for electric field intensity. This is the required expression for electric field intensity due to a dipole. This is the required expression for electric field intensity due to a dipole on its equatorial position. on its equatorial position. That is conclusion summary. That is conclusion summary is that for axial position we get for axial position E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube, whereas for equatorial position we get E equals to electric field intensity E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 P by R cube. This expression can be expressed in another method also. This is a method in second part, that is electric field intensity due to a dipole on its equatorial position can be expressed as another method also. Just hints. Another way we also explain it. How? Diagram is same. Diagram. This is minus Q. This is plus Q. This is A. This is B. This is center of dipole. This is A. This point is P, at which electric field intensity can be calculated perpendicular. This is R square plus A square square root. This is also R square plus A square the square root. Now electric field intensity at a point P due to plus Q charge, direction is towards this. Electric field intensity at point P due to plus Q. This is the direction of E1. And similarly, electric field intensity at point P due to minus Q charge, direction is towards this. This is E2 direction. Direction of E1, direction of E2. Suppose in another way we calculate this expression. How? See carefully. Here E1 vector is split into two rectangular components. Suppose this angle is theta. And the resultant vector, suppose this is E. The resultant vector is E. Then this angle is theta, and this is also theta. Here E1 vector is decomposed or split into two rectangular components. How? This is the vector making the angle theta with this. Therefore, two rectangular components. One is E1 cos theta in this direction, and another is this direction, perpendicular rectangular component. Very carefully, this is direction of E1 sin theta. Be carefully, see this picture. E1 vector composed into or splitting into two rectangular components. One is cos theta, another is sin theta. This is E1 cos theta, and this is E1 sin theta. Similarly, E2 vector, this is E2 vector, and making with angle theta with this. Similarly, E2 vector composed into two rectangular component. In similar way, we can express it as like this: E2 vector, this is E2 cos theta, this is E2 cos theta, and this is E2 sin theta. This is E2 sin theta. This is E1. E1 two component, E1 cos theta, E1 sin theta. In this case, this is E2, E2 cos theta, E2 sin theta. But from this figure, you clearly see that here E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta, E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta are equal and in the opposite direction, because E1 magnitude equals to E2 magnitude, because E1 magnitude equals to E2 magnitude. Therefore, this is E1 sin theta, this is also E1 sin theta. That is equal and opposite direction. Therefore, these two components are cancelled with each other. These two components are cancelled with each other. Only component are responsible for finding electric field intensity, that is E1 cos theta, and also same direction E2 cos theta. Here E1, very carefully, again repeat it. Here E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta cancel with each other. This direction and opposite direction, equal and opposite. Therefore, they cancel with each other. Only responsible for electric field intensity acts, this point P is E equals to this is E1 cos theta, and in the same direction another component is E2 cos theta. Therefore, net electric field intensity E equals to E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta. That implies we can write E equals to E1 cos theta plus, in this case also, E1 cos theta, since magnitude of E1 equals to magnitude of E2. Therefore, we can write that implies E equals to 2E1 cos theta. Therefore, that implies E equals to 2 in place of E1, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square A square square. Same in similar in previous, into cos theta equals to base by hypotenuse, that implies E equals to, arranging 1.4 pi epsilon naught Q into 2A divided by R square plus A square, power is 3 by 2. This is square root square, that is square root remove, and here is power is 1 by 2. Therefore, power is R square plus A square, power is 3 by 2. That implies E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught in place of Q into 2A electric dipole moment, that is P, and in denominator remaining same, R square plus A square, power is 3 by 2. Condition is if R is very greater than A. Similar condition, if R is very greater than A, then A square term then A square term is neglected. A square term is neglected. Therefore, we can write A square term is neglected. Therefore, E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R cube. Same. In the previous part, we got it E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R cube by first method or first process. In this method also, we got E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R cube. This is a method. This is a method. Your convenience method 1 and 2, which is easy, you follow this. You follow this. Then a question is created in your mind. Find the ratio of electric field intensity due to axial with respect to equatorial position. Homework. Write this question. Find the ratio of electric field. Find the ratio of electric field intensity. Find the ratio of electric field intensity. Find the ratio of electric field intensity due to axial position with respect to equatorial position. Very simply, in case of axial position, we can write E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught to P by R cube. This is for E axial, for axial position. For equatorial position, E equatorial, we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R cube. Just divide on both sides. Just divide on both sides. That is E axial by E equatorial equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 cancel. Next, RQ cancel, PP cancel. That is 2 by 1. And answer is 2 is equal to 1. 2 is equal to 1. If question is find the ratio of electric field intensities on its equatorial position to axial position, then 1 is equal to 2. If position is axial to equatorial, then 2 is equal to 1. If position is equatorial to axial, then the result is 1 is equal to 2. For axial to equatorial, 2 is equal to 1, whereas for equatorial to axial, 1 is equal to 2. Okay.